Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Daily Scare Share. Day 381 actually, but actually day 3. So it can be either day 3 if you're first hearing about this or day 381, depending on how long you've been hanging out with me. What I'm doing is one thing a day, every single day that scares me, something to stretch my comfort zone and get me out of the rut that I have found myself living in. It's this great little journal type book that I got at the cabin one weekend, and actually got it years and years ago and didn't do it. I did it for a couple days, then I quit. Then I did it a day or two more and I quit. Then I did it a day here and a day there, and for 4 years, and not even for 4 years. It went on a bookshelf and I totally forgot about it until last year, the beginning of the year. My daughter brought it to my attention and she's like, "Mom, you're kind of living in a rut." She didn't say that out loud, but I knew it. I knew I was in a rut. I knew I was living really teeny tiny small and just doing the minimum to get by for my life. And I hate that. I've always hated that, and I certainly didn't like it in myself. So when she brought the book to my attention, I decided that I would actually do the whole book. I wasn't going to quit, because I looked at these first 30 pages and I looked at how many times I had started and stopped, and it was like at least 7 times. And it made me sad, because as I'm now reading through those early entries, I realized that at the beginning of last year when I started this, I hadn't necessarily made the kind of progress that I wanted to make in my life. I hadn't moved my life in the direction I wanted it to go, and I knew that had to change. And the only way that was going to change is if I changed and I did something different. And it seemed like a huge mountain to climb. But I knew that if I broke it down and I just did one little thing every day, that would make all the difference in the world. So that's what I did. That's what I've done. And that's what I encourage you to do with anything that you want. Anything that we want can seem so hard and unattainable until we break it down by just moving toward it one little bit every single day. So day 3 was a sayings day, and it says, "I'm a writer who came from a sheltered life. A sheltered life can be a daring life as well, for all serious daring starts from within." Eudora Welty said that. And back in 2014, when I first was exposed to this, I called I was in a network marketing business. So I called one of my lifelong friends who was a super successful business person that I was really scared to call. I was really scared to call him. Even though we've been lifelong friends, I never felt good about getting people involved in a network marketing business for a lot of reasons. And because I didn't feel good about it, he did get involved, but only for like a year. And that doesn't have anything to do with it. The whole point was I was afraid to call this person, and I called this person because it said my inner daring today was to do something, and my something was to call this person. And then I wrote, "I was really scared today to change. It froze me." I says, "I did read to learn some new things, one foot in front of the other." So I was kind of talking myself up and trying to encourage myself to overcome whatever little fears popped up. And today, as I'm looking at this, what I wrote when I read this was, "Dare to be me." So dare to be you. Dare to just stand up for and pay attention to and tap into what feels good and right for you. Because network marketing as an industry, I love some of it, I hate a lot of it, and it's never, ever felt right for me. Because it's not right for me. It's right for millions of people, but it's not right for me. And I was trying to not honor that. I was trying to force myself into a round hole, and I'm a very square peg. So that was my lesson learned from that. So part of what I'm learning by going back and looking at this is how far I've come in some ways and how far I haven't come in others. So today, you are the creator of whatever you want. It comes from within you. I know it's really mind-boggling to think of this, but absolutely everything on the planet exists because somebody thought of it first. Somebody had the idea and then created it out virtually out of thin air, and all the resources came together to create whatever it is that they wanted. And we all have that same innate ability. It's all within each and every one of us. We just don't always realize it. So what do you want to create today? What area of your life do you just want to move toward? Move toward it. It's not always about overcoming our fears. It's about moving toward what we want. And if we're moving toward what we want, that isn't really all that scary. And if we really, really want it, then taking that next step isn't really scary at all. It's just taking the next step, and then the one after that, and the one after that, and the one after that. And all of a sudden, we've arrived at our destination, and we're like looking back and we're like, well, that wasn't so bad. I don't even know how I got here half of the time, but here I am. And that's how we achieve anything. It's all within us, so just go for it. That's it. Have a terrific day. I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Don't be scared. You've totally got this. Bye.